So each of you has traveled to Chutin, the most prosperous suburb of Bospun, to seek answers from none other than King Cluck. So you are next to enter, and the medium-sized one asks you, names?
Bob.
Curse.
Mackenzie.
Now Gizmo.
Well, we're very important dogs.
Yes, I can see that
PID.
there's 3 of you are actually on the list, but there's no Bob here.
Can you check again? Should be on the list. I mean, look at me. I'm covered in chickens.
We
Whatever
received the applications from the other 3 to ask questions. There's no application from you, Bob, to ask the king a question.
I don't need an application.
You don't.
No.
Cleo?
Where are we going? North.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Therapeutic benefit in role-playing games.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, baby.
Your presence requested in exchange for treasures.
Are we talking 1 treasure each?
Count that.
What seems to be the problem? Clearly, I mean, how can a king feel that someone loves him too much? Doesn't really make sense to me. He clearly, out of any of us, he should be at the front of the line. He's just being himself, expressing, his affinity for someone amongst King Cluck. So I don't see why he should be ostracized and pushed aside. It's kind of rude.
Paris,
He just wants to see the king. Just, doesn't want anything from him. So, doesn't need to apply.
Yeah,
He
would you
hangs
deny
out with
it?
us and he sees them. He's
Right,
fine.
would you deny it a pup's right to see its master? Clearly, that type of love.
I mean, that is a good point. I'm just here to see the king. I'm coming with the group. I don't have questions. Why do I need to fill out an application? I'm just here. I'm here to show my support for my group and for the king. Cluck, cluck.
All right, excellent. So you will roll. This seems to be a group effort, so I'm going to say it's a group persuade check.
I got a 17 on the die. So I'm
Got
using my lucky
a
die.
20.
I rolled 20 also.
Oh, of course. I use my lucky die. They roll 20s.
Yeah, I have a 16. Now, are they nat or dirty 20s?
Mine's Nat.
Mine's not as well.
So
Bob,
Yeah.
maybe you should stop talking. Now, maybe he is on the list and you just can't spell his very difficult to spell name.
yes, Bob. So
That would be B-O-B.
Bob, what did we say about talking?
That it was a great idea. No, okay, I'll shut up.
in Pugmire, the critical success is known as a triumph. So you have multiple triumphs here and just good rolls all around. So Tina here looks once again at the list and says, "Oh, you know what? I'm looking at simply there's a whole separate list for those that want to purely express love for King Cluck. And Bob, you are all correct. Bob is at the top of that list. So why don't you all go right ahead in? Cleo, ease the spear. Cleo is still suspicious. She lowers the spear, and more so like you get the impression that she just kind of wanted to see combat. Just like a reason to whip the spear out, and she gives it this real fanciful twirl before landing back in a resting position. While Tina begins ushering you inside and actually holds off the rest of the dogs in line and says, "We have not only petitions for the king, but one who must express admiration. So this will take a little bit extra time. You all must
Thought
wait.
so.
You all should have thought about bringing somebody who would express so much love for the king with you. That's foolish, right?"
Listen, people, be yourself. Express
But he
yourself.
needs a hype man. Or hype dog.
Like dog.
Hi, Todd.
Bob.
Can you have the end of Rudy at the beginning of the movie? Is that possible to do that?
Yeah.
I can make something work.
Yeah, dogs come from all around and just start lifting Bob above their head. Wow, he's real heavy though.
I tried, but I can't reach.
So, you finally enter the castle to see thick stone floors covered in chicken feed, with small chickens of all breeds running about.
This is the greatest decor I've ever seen.
A band of well-armed dogs line the pathway to the throne, with a dog on either side of King Cluck. On the left stands a lightly armored poodle, crossing her arms with a fierce grimace. On the right stands a pit bull in fanciful robes, with a massive top hat atop his head and a boat. That was an autocorrect apparently. A boa made of chicken feathers.
I think he should also have a boat next to him as well.
Made of chicken.
Full of extra chicken feathers.
There's just a boat of chicken feathers that he tosses into the air periodically.
So it's like a Rick Taylor dog. It's just,
No bodies of water nearby, but just a rowboat full of chicken feathers.
Can I run
Necessary.
and dive into the feathers like a pile of leaves in the fall?
Yes. Oh man. So
It'll cushion your fall.
So Gizmo just mad rushes this boat of feathers, and it happens so abruptly, and it's such like a bizarre reaction to what they typically see that nobody has any reaction to it. They just like watch like him beeline it for the boat of feathers and dive in, and then again they look over to Bob and they say, "Truly lovers of chickens. We've never seen such dedication to the king."
I appreciate it.
And I'm gonna burst out from the top of the pile like, "Hi, I'm Gizmo."
And
It would be impossible to find people who love the king more than us.
yes, boom, fortune. 3 fortune coins.
well done.
So the pit bull looks to Gizmo, looks to the rest of the group and speaks. "My name's Biscuit, Royal Vizier. You've been blessed with an audience. Kneel and ask your questions."
Your Highness, I wish to know if you know of anything or if anyone could possibly give any guidance. My master Taco and I have been separated for quite some time, and it's really, really important that I must find him. I don't know if you know of him. He was a great adventurer, treasure hunter. He had found many great things. He got strange, and it got weird. But I need to find him to make sure that he's okay. You know, he's given me a lot, so I always want to make sure that I respect him. Is there any help that you could offer?
So while you're asking these questions, you do see the pit bull figure, Biscuit, nodding his head, and the chicken rocks back and forth for a moment in the seat, and the throne itself is rather large, so it's just like his 2 little chicken feet like sticking over like the edge, and like the feathers resting upon the armrests, just completely outstretched, and the chicken closes his eyes for a minute.
Cluck, 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 cluck.
And Biscuit is nodding intently, like he's hearing just like literally like the word of God, like so inspired by these words, and turns back to Paris, just like, "Such wisdom, my liege. Yes. Excellent answer. Who else has a question for King?"
Point of order? I didn't understand what the Clucky was saying.
You would dare question the king
No,
in his wisdom?
Not questioning the wisdom at all. I would just love if it could be shared with me. It would be much more useful to maybe impart your interpretation as the voice of the king and his wisdom to be able to really help me to find what I'm seeking for. Vizier.
Your words are foul, sir.
Exactly.
You mock King Cluck with your inability. Oh wait. I think I understand what's going on here.
Yeah, no feathers.
You just can't comprehend the king's wisdom. I see. Well,
He
why don't the rest
kind of
ask the
shakes his head and like rolls his eyes. He's like, "Yes, me and my lack of infinite wisdom, I am unable to hear and decipher the masterful words of King Cluck. So,
right ahead.
throw me a bone here. That would be great."
Yes, makes sense. So it'll take me some time to properly place the script for your question. So why don't we just have the rest of the people ask their questions, and I'll put that on a nice document for the group, and
Thank you.
the true wisdom of it we'll get to.
He bows and nods, just kind of like he does that dog noise, which I think is something that Paris is going to do quite frequently. You know that when a dog is either comfortable or fully annoyed, and they're just like that heavy dog sigh, like that's one of Paris's go-tos.
I guess Mackenzie will go up next, and she will. I wish to know where I can learn about the wisdom of the old ones. You know, the great old ones of the past.
A just question, my liege. And once again, you see the chicken place its golden comb back against the throne. Right, such wisdom. I hope that answers your question, Mackenzie.
Maybe similar to my traveling companion. I don't know if I can comprehend the great wisdom of His Majesty.
So
might you be able to translate it to a mere simpleton like myself?
Yes. I'll put it. Be sure to put it in the document for when you all depart. And you see the poodle who is on the other side beginning to grow visibly annoyed by the questioning of the wisdom. But she doesn't say anything. But you can see her growing increasingly annoyed.
I wink at her.
You cur, you.
You cur. Right then, Gizmo, you seem to be an intelligent dog, attracted to chicken feathers, knowing their power like myself.
You'd be surprised. And so I hop out of the pile of feathers and I trot over sort of to the king and I shake off the rest of the feathers as best I can. And I sort of I don't know exactly what to do with my tiny little body, so I kind of half bow, half sort of kneel awkwardly. And I'm like, my liege, so I distributed all of my wealth to the Church of Man, which was a great idea at the time. But on my path of reformation, it turns out that in order to distribute to the poor, I need more wealth. So my question is, how might I obtain more wealth such that I continue my mission of distributing my wealth to those in need? Thank you.
A true royal subject. You are a boon to our society, Gizmo. Chutin is blessed to have you here. My liege? And at this point, you do see King Cluck look back into the ceiling once more, but then hops down off the throne and starts pecking around at some feed around the throne. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, that'll help all three of them simultaneously. Yes, Gizmo, great news. We will have a solution for all three of you, and I'll put it once more in that document that I'm going to write up. And we will get that to you in the near future. Gizmo, thank you for helping out Chutin so much with your distribution of plastic. And thank you for coming to see us today.
You're very welcome. Yes, thank you.
I'm also told that one has come merely to express admiration for King Cluck. He may step forth and shower King Cluck with his love.
Bob steps forward a little bit and head bow. And, yes, I am Bob. I come here fully regaled in my chicken armor to fully profess my love for all chicken kind. I'm here to protect you and all chickens against any evil, whether it be canine or otherwise.
And at this point, you actually see like King Cluck like make direct eye contact with you, and random chickens that were like feeding about like move and start like pecking like in a circle around you.
I'm not worthy.
And it's like, I mean, it's like very obvious that they're all like, attracted to him. And you see like the line of guards who had outlined your pathway here are all just like, wow, never have we seen chickens love a canine so much.
I call it a gift. Call it a gift.
Well, Bob, it seems that the chickens really have taken a liking to you. I think that it would be best if you went along with the quest that we are preparing for the rest of the group to keep chickens' interests in mind. Make sure no one steps in the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Of course, I know what you mean, and I take a deep bow, like a very deep bow, and back up. Thank you very much. This is such an honorable opportunity, and I will not let the chicken kind down.
That's excellent news. And even the grimmest poodle looks moved by how much the chickens love you and vice versa.
Just real quick, Conrad. So, would I be able to make a roll using my no nature? Because for whatever reason, like Paris is like, is this chicken at all uplifted, or is it just a giant regular flippin' chicken? Like, I just want to, because I'm like, none of what it's doing makes sense to Paris. So, can I make a roll to try and like interpret these actions? Because Paris is starting to think that these are just a bunch of people like just enamored of this just ridiculous big chicken who is not at all cult. Yeah, giant chicken cult. So I'm just like, what? So I would like to try to use my no nature for that. Okay. 18.
All right. So you sit there and you're watching everything unfold, and you do feel like there's something strange about the chicken, but also the general intelligence of the chickens is not that of an uplifted being. But you do think that the king itself, that there's something more to King Cluck. So
okay.
You think that the chickens in court are just regular chickens, and you think that King Cluck is something in between, perhaps. You have asked your questions to the king, you have seen the court, and you have been promised a transcript of wisdom, and you've also been told to be on your way to the local tavern to gather information for the quest that is also being requested of you in exchange for King Cluck's wisdom.